What up, world? It's your boy Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty show where we bridge the gap between hip hop and everyday life. We bringing you what's next and new, but we bringing it to you right now. One time for the good people over at WeBlazingHipHop.com. Also, one time for the good people over at WRFG89.3.com. That's our internet home and our FM radio home. Also, gotta say one time for the 10 plus streaming sites that carry the Ridin Durty show and all our exclusive interviews. Thank you so much. Really quick, let me run over our amazing sponsors, man. One time for the good people over at Liquor Lollipops. Liquor Lollipops is a premium hard candy designed to taste like your favorite alcoholic beverage. Now, if you like that apple whiskey, they got you. If you like gin and juice, they got you. Your favorite alcohol beverage in the form of candy. Visit them at liquorlollipops.com. All right. I also got to say one time for the good people at the I Am Shirt Company. All right, that's the I Am Shirt Company. They create shirts for you, with you in mind, designed for you to rep who you are and where you are and what you are. All right, make sure you visit them at the I'mSoShirt.com. Find out how you can become a brand ambassador of either one of these companies, as well as get their product. All right, make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Ridin Durty show with yours truly, Vic XL. Okay, today is Tuesday, February 12th. 2 days before Valentine's Day if you celebrate. All right? Okay. Now, I got some birthdays I got to send out. Gotta say happy birthday to my man Gucci. Gucci Man. Today is Gucci Man's birthday. Believe it or not, Gucci Man is 40 years old today. That's right. Guwop is 40 years old. So happy birthday, Gucci. Also, happy birthday to former NBA great, Hall of Famer, legendary Boston Celtic, Mr. Bill Russell. That's right. Bill Russell is 86 years old today. All my sports fans know the impact that Bill Russell definitely had on the game of basketball. So definitely happy birthday to Mr. Bill Russell. Also got to say happy birthday to NFL quarterback Mr. Robert Griffin III, also known as RG3. RG3 turns 30 years old today. Also got to say happy birthday to former Dallas Cowboy, former NFL great, my man DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray turns 32 years old today. Got to say happy birthday to Atlanta rapper Rollo. All right, now we got to free Rollo the long way. And real quick, all right? Definitely free my man Rollo, and he's definitely behind bars. I'm not sure if he's doing fair time, but they definitely got him hemmed up on some drug cases. But definitely, Rollo turns 30 years old today, so definitely free Rollo, all right? Also, gotta say happy birthday to Detroit rapper, female rapper, my girl Cha-Cha. She turns 40 years old today, so definitely happy birthday to her. All right, I'm writing some things down, too, as we go. And also, who else I got on here? Who else I got? Oh, got to say happy birthday to one of the creators of Yo MTV Raps. He created the slogan, "Come on, son." Former radio host, podcast host, my man Ed Lover. That's right, Ed Lover turns 57 years old today. Happy birthday, Ed. All right, now I'm finna switch gears over here to my Facebook page because I got a lot of Facebook people celebrating their birthdays, so I definitely gotta get them tagged up here. All right, gotta get them tagged up. Gotta say happy birthday to my man Clayco Finesse. Definitely happy birthday, my guy. Gotta say happy birthday to my girl Sway Vu out of Texas, definitely doing her thing. Happy birthday, girl. Gotta say happy birthday to DJ Dirty Laundry. And last but not least, gotta say happy birthday to Black Widow. All right, that's all my people on Facebook celebrating birthdays. All right, now let me switch gears real quick, give y'all a little hip-hop news. Okay, all right, so, you know, hip-hop is a very, 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 very fickle business. But you know what? It's always some good and positive things going on, too. Gotta say one time, my man Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne just crushed my man Elvis Presley for most top 40 songs on the top 100 list. That's right. Lil Wayne just crushed Elvis, all right? Elvis, get the hell out the way, because Lil Wayne is in the business, and he got more top 40 songs than Elvis Presley. Man, I did not realize Lil Wayne was doing it like that. Whoa, that's real good for my man Lil Wayne. For real. Wow. Man, you know what? They always talk about Drake and all the people that are definitely doing their thing now, but you know what? I didn't even realize that Lil Wayne had that many top 40 songs. So definitely one time for Lil Wayne. I also gotta say one time my man 50 Cent, his brand new show For Life premiered last night on ABC. That was definitely a good look. Also one time for 50 Cent, because if you know, Power ended this past weekend, and man, it broke all kind of record numbers. Alright? And gotta say this, if you are a battle rap fan, my man Drake is definitely keeping it moving. He has teamed up with the URL and the app Caffeine to form a new streaming deal for battle rap. So all my battle rap fans, hey man, that is what it is. And last but not least, again, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and Miss Gigi Bryant was laid to rest yesterday. So again, we mourn the death of Kobe and Gigi, plus the 7 other members aboard that helicopter. But Kobe and Gigi was laid to rest yesterday in a private ceremony. They will be doing a memorial ceremony on February 24th for those two. And if you want to know why February 24th, 2 and 24, Kobe number 24, Gigi was number 2. So again, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant and the 7 other passengers aboard that helicopter. All right? Okay. All right. So now I gave y'all a little celebrity news. I told y'all about birthdays. And I also let you know about our amazing sponsors. And now it's time for me to do what I like doing most. And that's talking to the people that are out in our community, the people that are in the streets that are definitely doing their thing, whether it comes to art, entertainment, whether it's through entrepreneurs, being an entrepreneur, or a philanthropist. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is no different than any other day on the Ridin Durty show, because you know I love bringing you to people. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Ridin Durty platform, Miss Shaunya Hartley of Shaun Leon Beauty. How you doing today, ma'am?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I am maintaining. This A-Town weather is crazy. It was raining a couple days ago. It was cold 4 days ago, and today is short weather. So I don't know. This is flu season.
Well, you know, we up here in Brooklyn, so what you guys consider to be cold is a nice day for us. So, and what you guys consider to be snow, we call that a sprinkle.
Oh, no doubt, because you know down here in the ATL, when we get those little white things coming out of the sky, you're right, it's not snow. But you know the one thing we do is go buy up all the bread. You can't get a loaf of bread in the ATL when they're talking about snow.
So snow makes sandwiches.
That's right. That's right. Snow makes sandwiches. All right. So look, let's talk about you and this amazing company. But you know, before we even get into your company, the first thing I gotta ask you is, where you from, and what started your entrepreneurial spirit?
Well, I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, the land of Biggie and Jay. That lets you know, probably gives you a good circle about how old I am. And I, to be very honest with you, I believe I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. From when I was in maybe like the 2nd grade, I was selling stuff at school, and then my grandfather would bring home dough from working at a bakery, and I would like remake different breads and kind of sort of sell them on the street. So that's like my early inception. But I primarily have been doing entrepreneurship close to almost 20 years now. I used to work in the fashion industry, and I was a freelance stylist. And so in some shape or form, I've been working on my own and or for myself for quite some time. And It's been very good. It's been like, I say it's hills and valleys, but it is very, very pleasurable.
All right, I have to ask, what are some of the challenges being a female entrepreneur?
Well, to be honest with you, I think that there's challenges, not just only being female, it's age component, it's race component. And I think I deal with a lot of things that a lot of entrepreneurs deal with. And primarily it's really about, I guess I would say, funding and just running a business day to day. Our brand, Shaun Leon Beauty, which I co-founded with my mother, it's a beauty brand. So we haven't sort of come across that many issues, I guess, as women, because when you're in something like a self-care or a beauty line, that is, your hugest market are other, usually female consumers. I would say about 80% of our clients and customers are women, and they don't really sort of judge you in regards to that. But I would say probably back in the day when I was styling, I ran across far more issues when it came to age and gender and, of course, race. But I guess that's sort of like the cross we bear, having a little bit of black girl magic. So it's the ins and the outs of all of that.
All right. I gotta ask, what made you and your mother? First of all, what made you decide to go in business with your mother, and what is it like being in business with family? Because they always say don't do business with friends and family.
I'll say that, of course, as a mother and daughter, we both have very strong personalities, and there's times that we butt heads. But I think I really appreciate that the things that I'm really good in, my mom will lean on to me. And by the way, my mother's name is Leona, and she's the Leon. And my first name, of course, is Shaunya, and I'm the Shaun part of the brand. But her background is in finance, and so she's really good in the metrics component and the numbers and forecasting. And me, I'm far more of a creative person. I spent, years working in fashion and then doing TV projects. So I think that what we bring to our company are those are our strengths. And we work all, if she says, hey, listen, bottles are going up due to, this trade war, I'm going to listen to her. And if I say to her, listen, I prefer the smell of jasmine over lavender, she'll listen to me. And I think that that's probably the best component. Are there personality clashes? Of course, but that'll always, that always will happen. It doesn't make a difference if you're family, whenever you're in a business partnership. But getting back to what you said in regards to what made us get into business together, we went on vacation. We went on a mother and daughter trip. We went to France, and we went to this champagne factory, and we went to a perfume making factory, and we watched the whole component of these European houses that had created these dynasties. And we were like, you know what, when we come back to the States, we need to work on something together so that we can sort of create generational wealth and create these dynasties and employ people from our community and our village. And that's how we came about with Shaun Leon, probably about a little bit more than a year after that trip.
Okay, all right, that's amazing. When it comes to, because you said your mom definitely has a financial background. When it comes to financing your company, was it hard for you guys to finance, or what was that battle like?
It wasn't a battle. I'll be very honest with you. We self-financed. We started. We're a small batch. We're a small batch company. So we were initially just doing small. We still do. We do very sort of we create a very small amount of our product in comparison to a lot of competitors out there. And I think that by keeping it with that restriction and knowing that, we worked out pretty well. I mean, we had a business card, and we would put things on our business card. We both maintained our consistent income and our consistent jobs before, and we still do, before jumping into this fully. And so that funded it primarily. And then also, very grateful for having a really great team of friends who have these great talents that were able to say, hey, listen, my very good friend Aisha, she took the pictures that are on the website. And then I had another friend, her name is Jenny, and she looked at the site and she would copyright it, and she would say, what's the best terminologies, and then I have friends who sort of offer their opinions when it comes to marketing. And so that really kept it where we didn't have to sort of blow our budget. And so we are a company right now that we're really not in the red in regards to what we put out initially to start this company.
Okay. Was it hard picking a name? Because a lot of people know that name, and I know it's your name and your mother's name, but was that the first name that came to your mind? Because, the name of a product is very, very important.
Very much. I think we sort of played around with a lot of synonyms and different variations of where we're located and where we're from. Different, the first thing I thought of was Brooklyn Beauty. And then I was like, I think now, and if you're familiar with New York and familiar with Brooklyn's very much like a brand, and it has a lot of cool factor now that crosses a lot of different colors. And it's something that's kind of a little cheesy. So finally, we played around with our names, and, we said to a few friends, how does it sound? And they were like, it sounds pretty cool. And we've just gone gone with that, and it works out pretty good. And it's a great intro when when we're doing like our pop-ups and we say, "Hi, we're Shaun Leon. I'm the Shaun," and then she'll be like, "I'm the Leona," and people love that. And I think it works out pretty good. And it also it sounds a little fancy, you know.
It definitely does.
So yeah.
All right, so I have to ask because I'm checking out your product page, but I want to ask this because a lot of qualms from African American business owners and entrepreneurs. We don't support each other. It's always said that. Have you had that experience?
No, let me tell you something. When people ask me, like, what's my superpower, I say that my superpower is that I have a really great support system. Before we launched Shaun Leon, my mom she still does, has a jewelry line called Lioness, and I was selling vintage clothing as well. And every time we would have an event or every time we would do something, it would be friends and associates and neighbors, primarily black and brown. But, I have a lot of friends of all different nationalities and ethnicities and races. And they would come through, and they come through very, very hard for us and for me. So I like to consider myself, I guess, like a quadruple minority, because when I do hear that component, it saddens me, because my definition of the things that I do within the circle of people that I know, it has been an onslaught of support, and they will also tell their friends and to tell their friends. So I can't actually say that I've experienced that, and I've actually experienced the opposite. And with that, after we finish this call, I'm going to go support 2 Black businesses. So, I believe that I'm getting back what I put into the universe and vice versa.
All right. And you know what? I definitely believe in supporting each other, because sometimes, I do realize a lot of companies ask for support but don't support other companies. And I know that support from each other
very much
is keeping that money in the community. And when I say community, I'm not even just saying Brooklyn. I'm just saying the community of independent business owners and entrepreneurs is very, very important. All right, so look, let's talk about your products and why a beauty line.
Well, a beauty line, I had worked, and I still do a lot of beauty-related segments, and I found that going back to about 15 years ago, I had, a lot of friends who would reach out to me and ask me questions that were skin-related or hair-related. I would sort of volunteer a lot of information, and they would say to me, well, what's the best thing to use on my hair? Or, hey, I see that your skin's so great. What are you doing? And I would be making a lot of stuff in my house. I was, playing around with oils and playing around with hair products for the longest. And I realized that I was like, you know what, we have something here. My mom was like, I'm really good at crafting things. I'm really good at making things. And what I was finding is that there is a huge market for people who are looking for transparency and natural products. And that's what Shaun Leon Beauty is. We're very transparent. Most of our products are very, almost everything you can pronounce. Even some of the things that we need to stabilize, like our body butters. And I'm a strong believer in being as natural as possible with what you are putting on your body, because our skin is our largest organ, and whatever you put on your body, it goes into your bloodstream. And knowing those things, especially with all of the issues that people are, and prevalencies of lots of disease that are happening now, a lot of these things don't start overnight. It's what you've been putting not only into your body, but what you've been putting on top of your body. And so when we created Shaun Leon Beauty, we were drafting products that could be as natural as possible.
All right, okay. Now, I'm going to ask you about some of the products on your website. Tell me a little bit about this Glow Up Face Oil. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. Yes, the Glow Up Face Oil. So it's about 12 fruit-based oils. The top oil is moringa oil, which is primarily you can find it in a lot of like tropical locations. And so we call it the Glow Up Face Oil because whether you use it at day or night, I use it at both times. It is just makes your skin just bright and it makes your skin glow. And I think that when we're looking at someone who looks healthy and looks amazing, it's not usually makeup. It's just really great, dewy, healthy skin. And so I created a face oil that had these nutrient components in it that would help with like anti-aging. We all say black don't crack, but we still have to take care of our skin in the interim. And part of that is making sure that you're applying products that have components that will help your cells turn over, products that will also eliminate dead skin, right? A lot of times when we don't look our best, it's one thing, it's sagging, and the second is that our skin will look dull. So we created this face oil that you can use right after you get out of the shower as well as before you go to bed, in that the aspect would be it would make you look like your face was glowing, therefore the glow up.
All right. So look, this has got to be one of the favorite of the men's because beards are definitely in season. Tell me about this grown and sexy beard oil.
I'm a lover for a guy with a beard, and I found that a lot of my guy friends were asking me how to take care of their beard, and surprisingly, a lot of men didn't know that your beard has to be taken care of just like women take care of their hair, right? So it has to be moisturized. The skin underneath has to be stimulated. And in order for, I would be like, listen, your beard's not connecting. You're doing something wrong. And beards have breakage and beards are patchy. And so our Grown and Sexy Beard Oil is a combination of hemp oil. It has shea in it. It also has coconut oil in it. And it's really to get your beard to be at its best. It's also a really great moisturizer all over your face for men. Because most of the times, guys are not going to guys don't have 5 steps when they get out of the shower. They're like, they may at the most throw some Vaseline on their elbows. We hope for that. But with this, we wanted to give them, I'm not lying, I'm making it up. But with this, we wanted to create something that would also be a part of like their self-care and their wellness routine, as well as, listen, a shiny beard, that will get the ladies popping. And, a good beard is a well-maintained beard. These guys walking around with really great beards, it is partially genetic, but it is because they take very good care of it. We talk to our customers about like a good routine where, you throw that beard oil on more than once a day. In the winter, you may have to put a little bit more in it. And you also have to massage the actual oil into the hair follicle because your hair may break off. And so it's not easy having a beard. God bless to the guys that do have it. It's a full-time job, but a good beard, it can upgrade your life.
I need to get a beard. I gotta get a beard. And look, and the reason I chuckled, because you said a guy might put on Vaseline on his elbows, and I looked down at my elbows and I was like, damn, she been spying because
No, so we have a motto. We talk about ashy is a choice. And we really believe that, like, if you, and that's part of our line where we're like, listen, if you use our products from our apothecary soap to our softest ever butter, softest ever body polish to our softest ever body butter or body oil, you will never be ashy. And then even if your hands get ashy, we have our Power Balm. We have all these products that, like, the look of playing in flour or sheetrock, that should never happen to you anymore. If you are ashy, it's because you have taken a day off from a routine that we have told you to sort of have in your lifestyle.
All right, and that's segue to the next product I was going to ask you about. Tell me about this softest ever body butter.
So our body butters are just these. It's a shea butter olive oil combination, and it's light. It's non-greasy. You don't have to use a lot of product. We have some really great scents. This is really Leona, my mom's baby. She was really huge on like bringing in body butters into our product line. And we use a really great emulsifier that keeps it together. You place it on your skin. This is one of our hugest products with our male clients. They love this because we do a lot of scents that are universal and they're not gender specific. And I like to tell people that it lasts on your skin about 15 hours. Because I put it on, I take a shower probably about 7 in the morning. And by the time I get home, usually about 8 or 9 at night when I get in the shower again, I can still feel it on my skin. And it doesn't leave like a weird residue. It's not super, super shiny. It just goes on really great, and it's lightweight and it's smooth. And we have a 4 ounce you can throw in your bag, and you can have the big boys, a mega. You can keep it at home at your bedside. And so again, you'll never have to be ashy.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. Ashy is a choice. I need that shirt. And a lot of times,
yes, okay.
most of the time, I choose to be ashy. I'm sad to say. I'm sad to say.
You can't have a beard and choose to be ashy. You have to step it up both ways. You're gonna have to get a beard, and you got to work on your moisturizing game.
All right, definitely, no doubt. So, tell the people about your product website and how they can get products from you guys, any type of specials you guys are having, and y'all got any flash sales coming up?
We actually have we're going to be working on a flash sale. We're actually going to be working on a sale in about a week. It is our post-President's Day sale, so the code is actually going to just be PREZ, P-R-E-Z, and you'll get 20% off your total order as long as you spend over $50. And you can find us at ShaunLeon.com. That's S as in Sam, H, A as in Apple, U, N as in Nancy, L, E as in Edward, O, N as in Nancy.
90 seconds.
You'll find us on Instagram and Twitter. And if you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, you'll find out about all of our deals and our specials coming up. And so if you use code PREZ, you're going to get 20% off of your order, and if you spend over $50. And you're going to love everything. We have tons and tons of repeat customers.
All right. So look, again, for those who weren't listening, tell them the website one last time.
ShaunLeon.com.
60 seconds.
HAUNLEON.com.
All right, Miss Shaunya Hartley, I got to say, number one, congratulations for being an entrepreneur, because the entrepreneuring spirit makes up a very small percentage of the American society. So number one, congratulations on doing that. Definitely keep growing your company, and I look forward to talking to you again. And I think I'm finna order me some of this really, really soft lotion, for I won't be so ashy.
Let's get with it, because hashtag ashy is a choice.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Miss Shaunya Hartley
10
of
seconds.
Shaun Leon Beauty. Y'all make sure y'all visit them over at ShaunLeon.com and get your bath and beauty products today. All right. It's your boy Vic XL. This is Ridin Durty Show. Y'all be blessed.